If you think growing food means spending hours weeding, watering, and worrying, you've been given the wrong advice. There are vegetables that were grown for generations, long before anyone had garden centers or fancy equipment. These plants fed families through difficult times because they asked for almost nothing. They didn't need constant attention. They didn't require perfect soil or complicated feeding schedules. They just grew. And most people today have completely forgotten about them. The truth is, gardening doesn't have to be this complicated. Our grandparents knew something we've lost. They knew which plants would keep producing even when life got busy, even when the weather turned difficult. These weren't hobby plants. These were survival plants. And they're still out there waiting to be rediscovered. By the end of this video, you'll know 13 vegetables that grow almost by themselves. Plants that forgive mistakes. Plants that come back year after year. Plants that prove you don't need to be an expert to grow real food. Let's start with the first one. Number 1 is Good King Henry. This is a leafy green that most people have never heard of, but it was a kitchen garden staple for centuries. It grows in poor soil, tolerates shade, and keeps producing leaves from early spring until the first hard frost. You can harvest it like spinach, and it doesn't bolt in the heat the way modern greens do. Plant it once, and it comes back every year without any help from you. Even if you forget about it completely, it just keeps growing. What most people don't realize is that this plant was replaced by spinach only because spinach was easier to sell commercially. For the home gardener, Good King Henry is far more reliable. Number 2 is Egyptian walking onions. These onions grow little bulbs on top of their stalks instead of producing flowers. When those top bulbs get heavy enough, the stalk bends over and plants them in the ground nearby. That's how they walk across your garden, spreading slowly on their own. You can harvest the bulbs from the top or dig up the regular onions from the roots. Either way, you never run out. Once you plant them, they take care of themselves. They survive freezing winters and hot summers. This used to be common knowledge. People planted these once and had onions forever. Number 3 is sorrel. This is a tangy, lemony green that grows in almost any condition. It prefers some shade, which makes it perfect for spots where other vegetables struggle. Sorrel is a perennial, meaning it comes back every spring without replanting. The leaves are excellent in salads or cooked into soups. It tolerates neglect better than almost any other edible plant. Even lazy gardeners succeed with sorrel. Our grandparents didn't fuss over it. They just cut what they needed and let it keep growing. Number 4 is Jerusalem artichokes, also called sunchokes. These tall plants produce knobby tubers underground that taste nutty and slightly sweet. They grow so aggressively that the bigger challenge is keeping them contained, not getting them to survive. Plant them once, and they'll return every year, spreading out if you let them. They tolerate poor soil, drought, and cold winters. You harvest the tumors in late fall or early spring by digging them up. Even if you miss a few, those pieces will grow into new plants the next year. This was a reliable food source long before potatoes became popular. Coming up, there's one vegetable that survives almost anything, even total neglect. Number 5 is sea kale. This plant grows wild along coastlines, which tells you how tough it is. It tolerates salt, wind, poor soil, and drought. In the garden, it's a perennial that produces tender shoots in early spring. You blanch the shoots by covering them, which makes them mild and delicious. Once established, sea kale asks for nothing. It just comes back year after year. Most modern gardeners have never even heard of it, but it was once considered a delicacy. It proves that some of the best vegetables are the ones that don't need babying. Number 6 is perennial kale, sometimes called tree kale or tree collards. Unlike annual kale, this variety keeps growing year after year. It gets tall and woody, but you harvest the tender leaves from the top. It tolerates heat better than regular kale and doesn't bolt. In mild climates, you can harvest fresh greens every single month of the year. Even in colder areas, it survives light frosts and keeps producing. Plant it once, and it becomes a permanent part of your garden. This is exactly the kind of plant our grandparents relied on. Number 7 is horseradish. Once you plant horseradish, it's nearly impossible to get rid of. That's how strong and determined this plant is. You grow it for the thick roots, which you grate to make the spicy condiment. It tolerates any soil, full sun or partial shade, and comes back aggressively every year. You can dig up roots whenever you need them, and the pieces you leave behind will grow into new plants. Even if you forget about it entirely, it keeps spreading. What most people don't realize is that horseradish was planted once and harvested for decades. Number 8 is asparagus. Yes, it takes a couple of years to get started, but once established, an asparagus bed produces for 20 years or more. You plant the crowns once, and every spring, thick spears push up through the soil. You harvest them for a few weeks, then let the plant grow tall and ferny for the rest of the season. It needs almost no care, no replanting, no fussing. Just reliable food every single spring. This used to be common knowledge. People planted asparagus as a long-term investment, and it paid off year after year. Plant number 9 surprises most people. Number 9 is ramps, also called wild leeks. These grow in shady woodland areas where most vegetables won't survive. They have a strong onion garlic flavor and were foraged by generations before us. If you have a shady spot under trees, ramps will naturalize and spread slowly on their own. You harvest the leaves in spring and they die back for the rest of the year. They're completely dormant and carefree. Even lazy gardeners succeed with ramps because the plants do everything themselves. You just wait for spring and pick what you need. Number 10 is lovage. This tall, celery-flavored herb is technically a perennial vegetable. It grows over 6 feet tall and produces leaves, stems, and seeds you can use in cooking. Lovage tolerates poor soil, shade, and neglect. Once planted, it returns every year and gets bigger. You can harvest leaves all season long without harming the plant. It was a staple in old kitchen gardens because it required no work and provided strong flavor. Most modern gardeners have never heard of it, but that doesn't mean it stopped being useful. Number 11 is dandelion greens. Yes, the same plant most people spend money trying to kill. Dandelions are one of the most nutritious greens you can eat. The young leaves are excellent in salads, and the roots can be roasted. They grow everywhere in any soil with no care at all. You don't even need to plant them. They're already in your yard. What most people don't realize is that dandelions were deliberately grown in gardens for food and medicine. We forgot that wisdom and started calling them weeds. Number 12 is Turkish rocket, also called bunching rocket. It's a perennial version of arugula with a strong, peppery flavor. It grows year-round in mild climates and tolerates heat, cold, and poor soil. You harvest the leaves continuously, and it keeps producing without bolting. Unlike annual arugula, Turkish rocket doesn't die after one season. It just keeps growing. Even if you ignore it, it keeps making food. This was grown in old gardens because it was reliable and required nothing. Number 13 is lamb's quarters. Like dandelions, this is another plant people call a weed. But lamb's quarters is more nutritious than spinach and grows faster with no effort. It shows up on its own in disturbed soil and produces tender greens all season long. You don't plant it. You just let it grow and harvest the tops. Our grandparents recognized it as food and used it regularly. We've forgotten that it's edible, let alone that it's better than most things we buy at the store. That's 13 vegetables that grow like weeds. Every one of them was common knowledge at one time. Every one of them fed families without demanding constant attention. You don't need complicated systems or perfect conditions to grow food. You just need to remember what worked before. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing. There are more forgotten plants and simple methods that most people stopped using. And leave a comment below. Which of these have you grown before? Have you tasted any of them? The more we share this kind of knowledge, the more people realize that gardening doesn't have to be difficult. You don't need to be an expert. You just need plants that cooperate. And these plants do exactly that.